Hey guys, Cdrama Invasion here. Welcome back to a new first impressions video. There's been so many dramas coming out and I just haven't had the time, so I'm just playing catch up with all of these right now. But that being said, I am quite pickier this month because limited time means limited time to watch dramas in general. So I will be more choosy and I will boot most dramas that I don't like. I'm kind of contemplating on booting Immortal Samsara, but I think I'm gonna finish the entire part 1 and then depending on however that goes, I will see if I can watch part 2, but it's feeling a bit draggy for me. I'm interested to see how it plays out, but I'm not into the storyline at the moment with the reincarnation on Earth. But anyways, there's a couple of dramas to talk about. Let's first talk about the crime dramas that recently aired. I'm going to start off with Checkmate. It stars Zhang Yunlang and Hu Yitian. And as much as I enjoyed the first season and I love the posters for this, I kind of found it a little bit underwhelming. I don't know if it's just because I have too high of expectations, but I'm only on episode 6 and I don't think I'll be continuing for now. I'll put it on hold. The first case is very Agatha Christie. If you know the novel Murder on the Orient Train, it's definitely inspired by that. I felt sometimes, despite how good it looks, I like the winter aesthetics and stuff, but there were some CGI that was a little bit unnatural. The background and stuff looked a bit cheap and fake close-up, but far away I think it works fine. I kind of have mixed feelings with this one, maybe because I'm comparing it so much to the first season, which was a little bit more fun. Acting wise, I don't think there's any like crazy emotional scenes at the moment since we're not there yet, so I can't say. I think the acting is fine, but it's not outstanding. Either way, do let me know if you're a bit further ahead, whether or not the cases are more interesting and worth watching. Moving on to a pleasant surprise. I don't know why, but Being a Hero was so good. The first 4 episodes, I finished it in like one sitting. And this is a time where I was kind of dreading it because I just finished Checkmate and I was like, maybe I'm not in the mood for this type of drama. Maybe that's why I wasn't really feeling Checkmate. But I actually really enjoyed this one. In particular, I really like Chen Xiao. He really captured my attention here, but for sure, Yibo's acting and line delivery is so good here. It's quite intense. I think the older actors are great as well. Such a good cast. With these, I don't really know what to say because I don't want to spoil anything. I think I do prefer a big overarching storyline compared to various small cases. I see people compare it to Daybreaker, and Daybreaker was great at the beginning till I would say midway, a little bit after, but because it was in the shorter amount of episodes, they really kind of rushed and did things that I didn't appreciate the last few episodes. So that's like the same problem, or it's like a double-edged sword type of situation if you have shorter dramas and there's so much intense build-up. There's politics, there's this and that, there's scheming, of course. There's probably going to be betrayal. If you've watched one before, I feel like you can understand what I mean when they have all this great build-up, so many questions, but then the ending feels rushed just because maybe it's the limited amount of episodes, but they don't have time to wrap up everything. I'm truly impressed by Chen Xiao. I know that he's a good actor, but like most people know him from historical dramas. In here, he's like this scruffy, mysterious figure, and we're just trying to see piece his memories, his experiences together, and he's going to work with Yibo. But they still don't fully trust each other, which is probably one of the most interesting dynamics for me. Moving on, we have Love Between Fairy and Devil, and I'm also behind on this one. I'm around like 15 episodes. I know there's like, I don't know, probably 20 something episodes out the time I upload this. And this is literally Hades and Persephone vibes. I'm a geek for Greek mythologies and I've been so into reading the past few years, and most of these romance retellings are kind of similar to this trope between fairy and devil. Also, the fact that I'm watching Immortal Samsara, which is a Shansha drama that's supposed to have S+ budget, which means basically the most amount of resources in it. But tell me how. The CGI, the costuming, and everything here looks so much better than Immortal Samsara. I was in awe about how great the CGI and coloring looked just from the episode 1 and 2 alone. I love the sunset skies aesthetic. The magic powers here look so crisp and just high quality. The script is better as well. The cinematography, like I said, is top notch. We're not stuck in just one set or two sets. You actually see the people move around in different parts of the realms, which is nice, and they have different aesthetics. I watched Miss the Dragon, and I would say it was a guilty pleasure. It's definitely not one I would recommend, but I fell in love with the second couple in that one, and I was going through a really tough time, basically in the hospital for weeks, and that was the only drama that kind of got me out of that at the time. But I do remember Dylan Wang's acting being so stiff in that, and here you do have a body swap thing happening. So basically every time they kiss with certain conditions met, they can swap souls. It's super funny, entertaining, and refreshing to have that. I do see a lot of people complaining about the female lead and her voice, saying that she's too cutesy, and her voice really bothers you, and I would say it takes a couple of episodes to be adjusted to it. It seems a little bit over the top, but truly, as somebody who watches Esther Yu on variety shows, on Youth With You and stuff, that's literally her voice. Like, there's nothing you can change about it. So it's not like she's overreacting or anything. Like, literally in real life, she's just this bubbly character, and she has this sweet high-pitched voice. So don't be offended just because you might think it's like pretentious. It's actually her real voice in real life. And if you can get past that, a couple of episodes in, it's super enjoyable. I really like the costumes here, especially the devil character. There's a lot of attention to details in hair, accessories, etc., which makes it distinct from your typical Shansha. This was a blast to watch. Yes, the female lead could appear a little bit dense, but the chemistry is worth it. The way they bounce off of each other with the comedic moments is just so fun. And as far as summer dramas go, this is definitely a standout, at least for C-dramas. The next drama to talk about is Bad Romeo. This is a Thai drama that aired really unexpectedly. I always really liked the actress Yaya. The male lead is quite popular in Thailand as well, and I've seen 1 or 2 dramas with him in, so I'm familiar with both of them. I started watching this without really thinking much. A lot of Thai dramas, I feel like, just go too hard on the melodramatic aspect right off the bat, so I get really sick watching it. Like, they just do catfights and stuff, and although that could be entertaining sometimes, it just drags out, and luckily this is not the case, but it does build up to more melodrama as we go on. This is a story about a rich girl who wants to escape her life. Basically, her dad is super controlling. Let's just say he's a judgmental prick. So she decides to swap lives with her best friend. She ends up hooking up with the male lead, having a taste of freedom and falling in love. I think it's been a while since I've seen like a romance with the rural aspects, them kind of leaving the city, etc. later on, and it's just really nice. I really enjoy that type of trope. So I'm 6 episodes in and currently enjoying this one. Do check it out if you like the actors as well. The romance here is super cute, and although the female lead's side of parents or family is just annoying, the male lead side is the opposite and super endearing. Last but not least, let's talk about Adamas. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. Correct me if you know the right pronunciation. This one stars Ji-sung, and he plays 2 characters. He plays twins, and so far the drama is split between both of them. You see one of the twins go and live in this really creepy, mysterious house where there's so many different characters, and he's just trying to piece the truth together and find out this mystery. While the other twin is a very popular public prosecutor. He's also doing his own investigation, and it's very interesting to see the 2 different perspectives and how they're uncovering things and doing things differently. I think the novelist is right now my favorite aspect of the show. But I really would like to see So Ji-hae and the novelist together. It's one of those dramas where everybody's holding secrets, but it's definitely a slow burn for sure. But for this one, I would say it's slow but interesting. I do like the various ways they just go on with their lives, and you see this and that little glimpse into these characters that could become a big part of it later. Yeah, so these are basically the dramas I'm watching this month, along with some other currently airings, Love Like the Galaxy, Attorney Woo, Alchemy of Souls. I really do want to start Big Mouth if I have the chance. It just looks phenomenal. I keep on seeing like little screenshots on Twitter or trailers, little clips and things on YouTube, and it's giving me almost like Flowers of Evil vibes, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on any of these dramas or dramas you're currently watching and you think I might like. And I'll see you guys in the next video.